It's that time of year when you hear a letter fall through the letterbox with a great big thud, and then when you get there and you see it, it's a nice thick envelope with about 50 sheets of A4 neatly folded. And yes, it's that letter. It's the insurance premium renewal. We get it every year telling us that our car and bike insurance and what a good deal they're going to do for us. Let me just give you a little bit of a brief history. A few years ago I decided I wasn't using my car at all. And then one day I took it out and the cam belt went and bye-bye engine. So I just scrapped the car and I never actually bothered having a car for 5 years. Until my circumstances changed again and I felt that I needed a car. So I bought another car and the insurance was unbelievable. You know, I'd not had a car for 2 years and therefore I'd lost all my no claims discount, which was full no claims discount. And I thought, you know, that's a bit of a con. I haven't had an accident. I've just chosen not to have a car. At the time, the bike company which I've been with for most of my biking life, they actually offered to insure my car but do me a bit of a deal. They couldn't give me my full no claims, transfer it from my bike, but we can give you a little bit, okay? And yes, it did work out cheaper than previously. So consequently, I took the policy with them, and I've been with them sort of ever since. And yeah, you know, the policy came through. Stay tuned and I'll go through that in a little bit more detail with you. Okay. Back as I mentioned earlier about my insurance. So I got the letter through and I phoned up and you speak to the representative, you know, he's basically saying, yes, we found you a nice competitive quote, blah, blah, blah. And he says, I'm sure you're happy with that. And well, I basically said, oh no. You know, last year I paid £672. This year you want £807. That is a large increase. Now I know insurance does go up every year. It's alright for those who are building their no claims, but it's a fact that so many people claim. Obviously the companies have to put the prices up. They have to make a profit, you know. But yeah, I also thought that was a bit on the high side. So he then basically sort of, I said, oh, not to worry, I'll sort you out a cheaper quote. And I could hear him tapping away on the keys and he comes back, oh, good news. We can now do it for £753. And you know what, I still thought that was a bit dear. So I brought to his attention that my car and my bikes, the values which they were insured at, obviously were a year ago. And obviously the price has come down. Now let's make no mistaking, you could have £1,000 motorbike insured for 10 grand, but they're not going to give you 10 grand unless you've got some special classic guaranteed policy. But a normal policy, they will pay you book price if you're lucky. Okay, so I told them the prices had come down a little bit on the bikes and the cars, you know, because they're not worth as much this year. So they come back with another offer. Okay, we'll do it for £730. He is getting quite excited by this point, you know. Sadly, I wasn't. So I then turned around and said, well look, you know, at the end of the day, I think I'll leave it for now, because I might be getting rid of the car, you know. I don't use it much, I might just get rid of it and go, oh banger, you know. And he then come back and said, well, I'll tell you what, he says. I'll do it for £718. And I says, yeah, okay, I'll think about it and I'll get back and let you know. And I could hear him frantically tapping away on the keyboard. He then come back and he says, how about £680? Yeah, now he's talking, now he's getting to a bit better deal. He then turned around and says, I tell you what, we'll do it for £647 if you do it today. Bearing in mind, I've still got 2 weeks left before the policy expired. And normally I would have done that, but I am thinking of changing two of my bikes. And obviously if yes, I'm going to get a little bit extra money off, but if you have to change them after your policy started, then there are admin charges to actually change that for you. So I thought, I'm not really going to gain anything if I do change the bike. If I don't change the bike, I probably should have took that. But obviously, next time I ring him up, there's always room for more negotiations again, you know. When you do ring up, you know, I would advise people to be polite, okay. He's working for a company, that's it, you know, he doesn't make the decisions on your policy or the charges. So, you know, don't get into a personal battle with him. Get him on your side and I think you get a better deal. When you get the renewal notice, phone them straight away. That's what I did. It's no good waiting until the day your policy is expired. You've got less room for bargaining. You know, he's not going to offer you a deal, do it 2 weeks in advance and save you another X amount of pounds. Because you've got to do it that day, you know. Get the advisor's name, okay? And let him know that when you call back to actually renew your policy, you can speak to him. The chances are he's got targets to make. So, you know, he's got to sell so many policies a year. They may even get commission, I don't know, you know. And do ask them to actually save the quote for you and give you a reference. Because the next time you do phone them, if you don't get the same advisor, you've then got to go all through the singing and dancing questions again. Whereas if you've got a reference quotation number, they can go straight to that and find the price. Who knows, you might even be able to, you know, negotiate a little bit more. I hope it's been an insight, especially to some of the younger riders, on how to deal with insurance. When we get trainees pass their test, a lot of them say is, who do you insure with, who do you insure with? And I don't sort of recommend any one particular company. All I say is shop around. Do ask if they've got a full driving licence and they've been driving a few years. Some companies will take into consideration the fact that you've got a clean driving licence, and they won't give you no claims for it, but they will give you a reduction for it. Hence the reason I'm with the company I'm with now, because at the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, when I got rid of my car, I had to start again because I've not had a car for 2 years. You don't have a vehicle for 2 years and basically you lose your no claims. So, you know, that's always something to consider as well. Okay, well, I hope this has been a bit of a help to you. Obviously, if you like the video, click the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.